But yeah, bad idea with the red bulbs there. It just made his whole like face red and made him look like he was blushing. So that is not happening.
I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans.
Alright, back down for some more Space Invaders. Should be able to finish off the top side today, I'm guessing. But earlier, while I was dealing with editing videos, waiting for videos to upload, this book here is on my desk, and I thought I would actually look at it. And check this out. Space Invaders, okay, 50, 52, and 84. I did already take a quick peek at these. Here, so 84. Basically, let's see, what does it say here? Paul Ferris, chief artist. Ferris originally joined Bally in the 70s, working alongside Dave Christensen, both artists. His first games for the company, Knight Rider, Lost World, Playboy, and the best post-war seller, the original 8-Ball, first game to sell over 20,000 units. In 1980, Paul Ferris did the artwork for Space Invaders Pinball, which had a striking backglass depicting a hideous alien monster. What was different about it was the clever use of the special reflective glass, which gave an infinity lighting effect. All the lights, titles, and scores in the back box were reflected further and further back into the distance. Ferris was also responsible for setting up Bally's in-house screen printing department in the 1970s. And what? Let's go. What do we got over here? Looks like a photo shoot for something pretty cool. And he developed the 4-color process, which now has partially replaced the older screen printing methods. Oh, Playboy. Playboy Party 35th anniversary. I know there was a 25th anniversary. There's a lot of cool stuff here. What does this say? Playboy Fantasy Photo? There's the 25th anniversary. Oh, it is the 35th anniversary. Okay, never mind me. I'm getting sidetracked here, though. We're supposed to be space invading. Okay, page 50. Was it 50 and 52? Oh, sexy girl. No looking there. That's for adult viewing audiences only. I don't know if I'm allowed to show boobies on my channel. Anyway, see this score? This is not 8004. But check this out. Pretty cool. It shows a little more Space Invaders action here. That is a pretty cool photo. And then I only briefly looked at this. Left. The warm, soft glow of Space Invaders in the dark gives a completely different picture to its daylight image. And then there's some comic here. What is this all about? Boy, it sure is spooky in there when it's dark. Hey, what was that? There's something moving in there. Thump, thump, thump. Thump, thump, thump. Thump, thump. Suddenly, from inside the dormant video games. Ooh, peeking in the window. The armies of little invaders on the video screens had emerged from the games and began to assemble in the center of the room. Before his eyes in the darkness, the assembled creatures began to change form. Oh, are they all morphing into one big dude? Thump, 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 thump. Oh, that's more like thump, 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 thump. The Space Invader sound. That's better. Rising slowly from the floor. The final stage. Space Invaders, the pinball. Oh, isn't that friggin' cool? Wow. That is wild. I'm so using that as my thumbnail photo. Like, tell me that's not some of the coolest art ever. In 1980, Bally's brochure contained a comic strip story of how the alien monster escaped from the video games and mutate into the Space Invaders pinball machine. Paul Ferris. That is friggin' awesome. Okay, and then I think it said 52, but I don't see Invader speak. There's a little bit more talk about that, but that was the coolest part for sure. Anyway, I just thought I would share that because I thought that was friggin' cool, and it was even cooler than I thought once I checked out that comic in more detail. Okay, so it is time for plastics. Novus. Any final adjustments? What else? Research 8004. See if that means anything to anyone ever. There we are. And yeah. All right. Well, time to get to it. Okay, I Novused up the play field. It's a little shiny. Put all the plastics and rubber post caps back on. All the pop bumper caps. Cleaned all the plastics with Novus. So, the machine topside is now officially assembled. There it is, right there. And one interesting thing about this machine is that, well, I got the flash on. The general illumination on the bottom half of the playfield, there is 2 bulbs. One here, one there. There's just no space. Here, I'll turn the flash. There's no space on the super wide body Space Invaders for more than 2 bulbs. So this whole real estate right there, you got 2 light bulbs. Top, very brightly lit, all kinds of bulbs everywhere. The pop bumper caps help too. But yeah, so just with the way that it was designed, it's pretty dark. Like, it actually looks brighter in the camera. I'm looking at it now, not through the camera, and it is dark. Definitely would be challenging to play if there was no more lighting overhead. Okay, so I think next what we're going to do is lift the hood here, go into test mode, and deal with whatever bulbs are out under the playfield. Now, all the inserts, hey, and look at this, as I was putting this back together, collect bonus. So you knock down the drop target, you go through the one-way gate, roll over this switch to collect bonus. So that could be a lucrative shot. Got to remember that one. I didn't lube the spinner yet, but you know, it spins really good. So I may not. 1000 when lit. Oh, I think if you roll over this insert, I mean this switch here, I believe that is what lights the spinner for 1000. Yeah, I might as well do all the bottom side switches as well while I'm under there. But there we go. Time for insert lights. Somebody did replace most of all these bulbs at one point. There's only like one original in there, I think. But those are all dead. And there was more too, but I think I got them all. Except there's one that when I was messing with it, the socket broke on me. So I gotta replace that socket. But I think I've got every bulb. Oh wait, I see another one right here. Okay, let's get that guy. Next, on the last video I was like, hey, there's no bulb in this socket, but it's because there's no insert in there, so you don't need to light up nothing. So I will change that socket. Oh, look here, found another. Oh, that one's just a little flaky. Ooh, not liking the looks of that one either. I'm gonna probably change that socket too. But for Bally sockets of this era, for only a couple to be crappy so far, that's really good, because often you have to change 10 or 20 of these guys, and I don't even think I have 10 or 20 sockets right now, so I'll change the couple that I need to, and then I'll report back. Okay, so it turns out that the 7K bonus lamp, which I changed the socket was crappy. Like, this one is one I kind of broke. Anyway, they were both fairly crappy. I changed the socket, but I think maybe unnecessarily, because I believe that the socket was never the issue. It was on the other bulb. So I pulled up the schematics, and 7,000 bonus is at J3 pin 25, transistor Q38. So here's J3 pin 28. Oh, okay, so the wire is this yellow, brown, or orange, or whatever that is. So I'll check that connector, like the terminal on there. Check the male header, and that's not it. Then Q38 is right here. So maybe I might need to change that guy, but I'll ground him first. I believe it is the left leg that you ground, and then it will turn on the light. And if it doesn't turn on the light, then it's bad. If it does turn on the light, then it's good. So we'll check out those things and report back. Okay, so I reseated the connector, and since then I actually lost another light. 5,000, but it's actually looking pretty good now that they're almost all working. There's a lot of inserts on this game. We'll do a better view once I get them all working, but I lost my number 5,000 bonus. Okay, so here's the trick. Tie that to ground, and what we'll do, we're still in lamp test. We're going to hold this nail to the right leg of Q38, okay? And then we look down to see, hold on, look at that. Take it off, put it on. So that means that our transistor is in fact bad. I'm pretty sure that this 5,000 is going to be just the socket or the bulb. But I guess I got to pull the lamp driver and change a transistor. So I'll do that and I'll be back. All right, we're at the bench here. I've already removed Q38 successfully. And look at this. I got me a baggie of both transistors to do me a poop load of lamp drivers. I don't remember if I bought these directly. When my buddy Aaron got out of pinball, I bought his entire electronic stash, and maybe this stuff came with that. I'm not really sure. If you've seen my electronics bin, you'd be frightened, because it is just a bin full of crap with very little organization going on. Okay, so obviously to do this, I'm going to need more than 3 fingers, so I'll continue on here, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I was just looking at this for my own curiosity, but I thought I'd show you. We got a couple crappy solder joints, so I'm going to deal with those as well. But transistor has been replaced. Yes, it's not quite as symmetrical as the other ones. Oopsie doopsie. But hopefully it'll work. Alright, so I'm going to check the rest of these headers and see if there's any crappy solder and fix that, and then we'll stick this back in. Okay, lamp driver is back in. Reflowed some headers. And I still gotta stick my 2 screws in there. Hey! Lucky. I got my 7 and my 5 back. So I wonder if 5 was on one of the crappy solders there. My shoot again light is not currently lit, but that often doesn't go off in attract mode. Okay, let me get the door out of the way so we can check out the full playfield. All right, head is back where it wants to be. Here is all the insert lights in attract mode. All right, looking good. Now let's check in lamp test. Let's see if we missed anything. The 5 just looks a little bit dim. I'm going to check on that because maybe the bulb's a little further away from the insert than the other ones are for whatever reason. All right, let's go over here. You see anything that I might have missed? We got, oh yeah, one of our red invaders. Okay, we got a red invader and a number 5 to look at. And is that 5? You know, sometimes if the lights kind of seems like it's flickering in the opposite that all the other lights are, sometimes that is a transistor. It's just like locked on and kind of tricks you. I've had that happen a couple times. I don't think that's the case there. So, yeah, there we go. We got 2 more bulbs to mess with. And after changing those 2 lamp sockets, I found like another 3, 4, or 5 bulbs that I had missed. So, we're almost there. All right, sorry for the crappy angle, but you want to see how I cheat while changing lamp sockets? Yeah, the number 5 lamp socket is actually pretty crappy, so we're going to replace it. And this is a little trick that I do. Now, I don't remember where I got this trick from. This is side cutters. But what I can tell you is that I am not the only one who utilizes this trick. Have you heard of a slam tilt podcast? So I'm just getting some extra leverage here to snap the socket right in half. Well, Mr. Ron Hallett from Slam Tilt Podcast also uses this trick. I remember hearing once upon a time. So pay close attention here. Hopefully you can see all this because I can't see what I'm doing. I do need to get a socket. Hold on. I'll just pause for a moment. If you are out of sockets that have only one little leg, you can use a 2-legger. You just got to use this tab here that is attached to the socket's bum. Okay, so that's the one we use. Sneak around. The tripod is very much in my way. So attach that here, like so. I really honestly, I don't know how well you can see, and I'm not even prepared because my solder's way over here. And I have to really do a finagle every time I walk by the tripod. It's like in my neck. Can you even see this? I really hope you can. If not, I'll try and at least bring it into the frame here. All I'm doing is soldering the leg. Okay, should be able to see that. Okay, now, can you see this screw right here? Where the old socket was? Let's straighten this socket out a little bit. I bent it so I could access it. I'm gonna grab my nut driver. All right, where's my nut driver? Here we are, okay. Can you see right here? Yeah, okay, you can see that. So, the reason I do this is because it's easier. Some may disagree, but if I were to put the new socket in without doing this, then I'd have to solder the ground braid to the socket, and that can often be a pain in the butt. So I slip the new socket under the old socket part that's left that is already soldered to the ground braid, and then I just pressure fit the new socket like so, right on. That's nice and tight, good contact, no more soldering, just this one guy here. And let's turn on the machine and see if she lights up. Come on, baby. Boom. There you go. That's how I cheat lamp socket installation. All right, there we go. Operation light bulbs is finally complete. Doesn't that look a lot better? I'm gonna find one out now that I said that, right? Red Invader on the right is happy. There we go. Oh, okay. You know what I forgot to do is check all the infinity bulbs and all the bulbs in the back glass. So let's see. We can pan around these guys pretty quickly. I think every single one of the infinity bulbs is actually working, surprisingly. What about back glass here? Look at these two guys. They just stay on. They're the eyes. Ooh, could almost change those to like red eyes for the Space Invader dude. That might be kind of cool. Maybe I should do that. There's two bulbs here that are missing. Oh, okay. They must have got stolen for some other reason. So I'll pop those in. And then Operation Light Bulb is complete. Okay, there we go. That's much better. I just noticed that the orientation of all the, bulbs in this area kind of look like a Space Invader ship, doesn't it? But yeah, bad idea with the red bulbs there. It just made his whole, face red and made him look like he was blushing. So that is not happening. Okay, think my work here is done. I did clean all the switches underneath the playfield. So what's next? I gotta figure out the 8004 thing, but maybe we'll fire up a quick game here before I wrap up this video. Okay, before starting a game, I thought it'd be prudent to check all of the switches. And every single one works, the exception of this guy here. But if you look closely, you can see why. So I will solder that guy on there. It's just like a 10-point rebound switch, but we want everything to work, so I will do that and then maybe play a game. Alright, we can call this shop job on a budget. So far, I probably spent less than $100 on fixing this bad boy up. The rubbers, maybe a couple fuses, leg bolts are new, and like a transistor for the lamp board, a little bit of solder. I might be missing a couple of things, but not a lot of money I have spent on shopping this bad boy up yet. So pinball shop job on a budget. So this is the first official test game post shop job, so let's see what happens. Oh, this is cool. I don't know if you can hear the sounds, but the infinity lights are going around slower now. And you can really, oh, I guess you can't see that. Here, I can't describe something and then not show you. Look at the infinity lights now. I never really noticed that before. I've been mostly paying attention to it in attract mode. That's freaking cool. Okay. Here we go. I know it's not the best angle, but super wide body. You almost have to go horizontal. Okay, we want that center lane. Boom. That lit the spinner. Pop bumpers are happy. Alright. We got control. Hey. That ball has a scuff on it. Oh, it's the new rubber. Okay, I forgot. After I rubber a machine, I forgot I have to clean all the rubber with rubbing alcohol, because that goo transfers onto the ball and makes the ball look like crap. Okay, let's go captive ball. Wow. Captive ball. There's not going to be There's one spin. Not going to be a whole lot of nudging on this super wide body, especially with the camera right in my face. Okay. I haven't learned yet that I got to go later to hit the captive ball. Oh, there. The last blue invader in the top lane. Does that do anything? Oh, I mean, there's still two more blue ones here. Okay, I went down the middle lane again, so... Oh, I went down the drain again. Boom. Okay, let's see if I can do, Whoa, that had a little wobble to it. My plunge there. Center pop bumper. Light. It's a little glitchy. I have to do a better job cleaning that socket. I still have to, you know, refurbish the flippers. That's the idea, but they are friggin' working well. But I still want to, like, just take them apart a little bit, change the sleeves. That'll be for another video. I gotta line the plunger just in case. Oh, that was a good plunge there. So remember these things on my to-do list. When I played this game at Maple Pinball, okay, that increased your bonus multiplier. I know that much. Oh, got stuffed up there. Don't stuff me. Thank you. When I played this game at Maple, I didn't notice that you could get back up to the top through that left shot there. Imagine there was actually 7 active pop bumpers, how crazy that would be. Oh, drop target. Try and go back into the shooter lane. And, oh, there we go, captive ball. And collect a bonus. Let's do that this time. Come on. I got blurry vision. I've been staring at light bulbs. My right eye is blurry. Oh boy. Oh, my last score I think was like 200,000. See how that plunge sometimes like bubble bobbles in the shooter lane there? I don't like that. Oh. Okay, let's try and go back up top through that shot. I'm gonna have to learn all these rules at some point. I know the little loop-to-loop in there is a bonus multiplier, which looks like that carries over with the current settings. Don't you dare. Now that siren means hit that blinking arrow, I believe, because they also incorporated that in Viking. Captive ball value is now at 50,000. Oh, I think if I hit the last drop target on the left there, that will also increase my clone chamber value. Oh boy. There's some lit spinner there. 1,000 a rip. Okay. Whoa. Okay, what is... Oh, come on. Alright, 4x, that's cute. Whoa. Okay, let's go back into the shooter lane and collect a bonus. That would be fun. See if I have a tap pass. Gotta go way later. Oh. My chamber value is up to 40,000 now. Okay. My captive ball. Oh, wow. That was a nice little bonus meltdown. 400,000 points. I never got anywhere near that at Maple Pinball. That game there was brutal. Mine must be a little more friendly with the pitch and the settings. Okay, what do I want? There's no point really going for the shooter lane, but I kind of want to do it anyway, just for the fun of it. So the flashing arrow alternates. Never go for the center or the loop, it's just deadly. I need to light that spinner. Oh, some fun sounds. There we go. Well, okay. That was 611,000. Maybe that'll get rid of the 8,004 high score to date. There we go. All right, we solved that problem. Cool. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. Next video, there won't be a whole lot left. I mean, refurbish the flippers and do some play testing. The shooter lane, make sure that's all happy. Fix that pop bumper bulb and whatever else I find. But so far, so good. So pretty freaking cool. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.